Would you still roll if we couldn't see the sun rise over the shore in Thailand? Would you ride even if I wasn't driving? If I wasn't six-figure nigga by the name of BG, would you come around me? Would you crowd me? If I couldn't flow and wasn't rapping, would you? Put your two lips round my wood and suck it, could you? See yourself working with a nigga grinding at 9 to 5. Peace to the gods, peace to the gods, peace, peace to the gods. Y'all climb on in and come get this herbal, esoteric, earth worship healing. Come get this herbal, esoteric, earth worship healing where you get barefoot. Plant your barefoot in the ground and claim that that can give you a direct connection to God. Y'all climb on in and receive this. Receive my seed that I have to plant in your mind. Open your third eye. Abstain from hard drink. Uncalcify your pineal gland with me. Also donate. Y'all climb on in, man. Climb on in, man. Y'all climb on in and come get this folk pagan style earth worship, sun cooked food serving, esoteric, Gnostic knowledge. Climb on in, man. Climb on in, and I can show you that cleanliness is next to godliness. Fix your diet to be closer to God. Climb on in, please. Did y'all see that donate button? Climb on in. Climb on in. My name's Jeff. Y'all climb on in and climb on in. I'm on a lion's diet right now, full carnivore. I feel better already. You're going to hell. Your diet should consist of sun-cooked foods that you can buy from me only. If that is not your diet, you are going to hell. Do you want to go to hell? I don't think you do. Then you need to hit that donate now button. Huh? Come on. Purchase my sun-cooked food chart diagram. Big wood indeed. Man, you already know what taught you. I'm desperate. I'm desperate as hell out here. I'm about to start a whole grip. Y'all think y'all that shit funny. When you see me start this shit and you like, damn, what happened to PG? Mind your business. Mind your fucking business. I got bills to pay. Y'all gonna see me grifting and be like, damn, BG don't even really believe in the shit he talking. shut up, nigga. It don't matter what I believe. What matters is what they pay for. Huh? Hmm. Yeah, keep that in mind, son. Doesn't matter if you believe it or not. It's all about what the people are paying for. And there's a market for the type of shit I just opened this broadcast with. Yeah, real shit. Put that deer in the smoker, pop pop. Yeah, hell yeah. And speaking of smoker, Matt Mosher, you in here? Where Matt Mosher at? Oh, Matt Mosher to the front. Matt Mosher to the front. I know you in here. Come on. Come on. That's how kids say gimme. kids kids do the come hither with all fingers. That's how kids say everything. Up, 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 up. Bubba, Bubba, Bubba. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, you want the bottle. Give him the bottle. Bubba, Bubba, Bubba. Like, hold on, fam. Hold on, your kid got the Times Square fingers. Bubba, give me money. Man, y'all climb on in. I just got back in town. Yeah, I just got back on my side of town, so I'm doing one. Moo Moo and Woo Woo. Nah, Moo Moo is the name of the watermelon in the thumbnail. Moo Moo is the biggest watermelon in my backup patch. So I named the stream after my watermelon Moo Moo, who is in the backup patch. It's not in the main patch, it's in my backup patch. My backup patch really took off, and I did minimal work. Like, I barely even go over there to water it. My concern is the main patch. But I walked over there and seen all those fucking watermelons. Yo, son, okay. I got a main patch, and then I got a backup patch that sits catty corner to the main patch. The backup patch is approximately 11 feet long and around 6.5 feet wide. All right, so keep those dimensions in mind. I got 6 plants. It's only 6 plants in that backup patch space. Those 6 plants so far have given me about 10 watermelons. I got about 10 watermelons in the backup patch, and I got like 2 baby watermelons, little ushaboos coming in. So, and all the watermelons in the backup patch look good. You hear me? Matter of fact, I think my backup patch is giving me more than the main patch. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I got more plants in the main patch, you know? So shout out to Moo Moo. Moo Moo, he right there. Like, he big as fuck. Like, it's the biggest. And I planted it late. Everything in the backup patch, I planted after I planted the main patch. Like, I tilled and then I rolled it up. I did all that after. And the backup patch is growing faster than the main patch. But I'm not stretching it out. I'm wrapping everything around. So the foliage is growing on top of itself. I'm wrapping it around. I'm doing the Babylonian tower thing. So it's not spreading out because I'm only working with an 11-foot long by 6.5 feet wide space. So I'm making that shit work without having to chop up more land and so that do the creepy vine thing. So everything growing, I'm wrapping it when it grows in the grass. I'm taking it and I'm doing just like that here. That bit gonna be wrapped on top of that bit like that. This shit gonna be doing it. So that's what I'm doing. Man, I bullshit y'all not. I know y'all probably don't care, but I am having the most successful watermelon patches I've ever had. I tell you what. No real shit. Like, I know y'all don't give a fuck, but I want some accolades for this. Nah, I want brownie points. I want to be acknowledged for this shit. My shit doing so good. Man, and I told y'all, year after year, I'm becoming better at doing the watermelon thing. So each year, I've gotten better at doing watermelons. Like, I'm almost in tune with the watermelon. Like, I'm almost in tune. Hey, stop playing with me. A tomato? Is that a tomato? Man, fuck a tomato. Nah, nigga, watermelon. Nah, fuck a tomato. I don't give a fuck about that. I got tomato plants right there. I don't even give a fuck about it. Nah, nigga, watermelon. Let me tell you about this watermelon though. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about watermelon. Man, it's watermelon season. I'm telling you some real shit, man. I don't give no fuck about no tomato, no none of that shit, man. I'm into my watermelons. There ain't nothing like, man. I'm gonna tell you what. Unless y'all getting paid to do something else, or other people and families relying on what you grow in some way, shape, form, or fashion, there's nothing like actually growing what you want. That makes the act of gardening less of a job, more of a fruit yielding hobby. I'm telling you real shit. Some of y'all get out there and that shit a chore. You hear me? That's because you got all types of shit in there you don't even really want. Nigga got snap peas in there, but you don't even eat that shit. You ain't got nothing. Nigga got snap peas. He got eggplant. He don't like that shit. He gotta go out there and weed that bit. That shit a chore. Nigga, when you growing something you really want, man, you be out there bitch weeding and it be hot getting bit by mosquitoes. You gonna be out there singing Cinderella songs. For real. Some people look at a garden and think, oh, I'm gonna grow my own food. My perspective is shifting, and it's boosting my mentality towards the act of gardening, because I'm not looking at gardening for my own food, but I'm looking at gardening for my own ingredients. So just that simple shift, because anybody can grow a tomato, but it's like, who's impressed by a fucking tomato? But then when you start running down the shit that you're gonna use those tomatoes for, and you got a plan outline, and shit, paste, sauce, for noodle, lasagna, nigga just wanna, so you in there, you like, shit, I got my ingredients. You got lemongrass, you already know you gonna dehydrate that. Then you gonna throw it in the slap chop, along with some cumin. You're going to get some bell peppers in there, some chili peppers. You got some Thai chili peppers going. You growing ingredients. You know? You making your own seasoning, your spices. What's the end goal? You know? can't get a loan to save his life. Not that it's worth it. Who can't get a loan? Me, because I'm black? Really? That's what we're doing now, Dar? Because I'm black, huh? I can't get a fucking loan. Black people, because white people get more loans? We're like, yeah. Fuck them loans. I just jumped in that conversation. I don't even know what y'all was talking about. Hold on. I just jumped in there with my own input. The mosquitoes are terrorizing me right now. I'm about to cut this broadcast short. Hey, fuck this live stream shit. I'm about to quit. There's too many mosquitoes out here. So, what y'all want to talk about, man? Dennis Rodman? Watachi get this smoke. Oh, yeah. Shout out to O'Darn and Watachi. Y'all best friends for real. Like, y'all homies on the... Y'all homies for real, for real. Like, y'all best friends like shit. Matt Mosher in here? Well, where the fuck is Matt Mosher? What the fuck is he doing, man? Sending my notifications out, man. I need Matt Mosher to come to the front. Let's talk about AARP and McDonald's senior coffee. Build it and they will come. I seen the gematria, the CERN gematria, the memory forget, the bullshit. What the shit called? What they like? If you build it, he will come. If you build it, they will. I seen that shit, but I can't relate to you niggas because y'all old as fuck arguing about this shit. Like, that movie came out before I was born, so I don't know what the fuck they said. What is the Angels in the Outfield? What the fuck is the movie called? People swear by that movie too. Like, I'm a different generation. Y'all boomers arguing about, if you build it, he will come. No, if you build it, they will come. When did it change? I'm up here, I'm a 90s baby. I'm up here going, y'all old as fuck arguing about this shit. This was never a problem for me. Angels in the Outfield. Yeah, whatever the fuck that movie was called. The Angels in the Outfield. I know they were helping. Them Angels was helping the team cheat. They was catching home runs and shit. Y'all remember that shit? I don't remember none of that shit y'all be talking about. Like, when old people get going on their shit, like, they be like, and remember, Marilyn Monroe didn't have a dot on her face, but then in the other pictures, they'd be like, fam, I wasn't even a twinkle in my daddy eye when Marilyn Monroe was walking the fuck around. I don't know. Over that, they about to talk about, remember when Reagan did such and such? You be like, fam, I really don't. I don't remember when Reagan did what. All I can do is read about it or watch about it. I wasn't here for that. He ain't gonna want that shit. They get like that. Man, a lot of y'all old. Y'all old as fuck. I know y'all old, cause I'm old. Good burger for BG's generation. Yeah. But people see me moving and shaking and they think I'm like an old head or something. They like, oh, remember when Ray? I'm just like, fam, I'm young. Like I'm still a little homie. Remember when Bill Clinton? Oh, talking about Bill Clinton, he got his dick sucked in office. It's like, remember Bill Clinton? I was like, the same Bill Clinton who signed in the law in 1996 the Marriage Protection Act, which outlawed the acknowledgement of homosexual unions by the federal government. That Bill Clinton? The Bill Clinton everybody would have called based? Yeah. Hell yeah. I like Nixon. He was badass. Man, shout out to Nixon. People talk like they actually ate lunch with the nigga before or something. Be like, fan, they be like, yo, Nixon. Yeah. That's my people. Like he good people. Like, yeah, like he based. Like everything he was doing. I be like, damn, nigga, did you picnic with this nigga and his family? Niggas talk about Nixon like they took that nigga to see Batman Forever. It's like, yo, Nixon? Yo, me and him went to the movie theater once. Yeah, he real good people. Like you just judge, like you could judge his character based on black and whites. You be like, yo, Nixon, I'm telling you, real shit. Like Nixon, yeah. Yeah, Nixon, let me tell you about Nixon. Like that's a real down to earth dude. Like he was a good dude. And niggas talk about him like he showed up at their family reunion. Like Nixon, yeah, good dude. Yeah, real good dude. I know that nigga personally. It took me this long to realize voting ain't shit. Man, you wild as it. The only people that have a pass for voting are Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, and everybody else that nigga Donald Trump pardoned. The rest of you niggas, no, I'm just joking. I'm trolling. Of course we gotta vote. We gotta save our democratic republic. That's a republic, but it's democratic as fuck. But it's a republic and not a Democrat thing. And it's a uniparty. There's one party, but not one party. Because both parties just want to see America prosper. So it's two parties that are one party with different viewpoints on how to make America better. Presidents. So we got to vote in order to change our society how we want to see fit. So we need to vote and whatnot to just be like, yo, Like if you don't vote, then you can't complain on the outcome and woo woo. Yeah, go vote. Vote or die. Y'all gonna see me in that vote or die shirt. Fuck out of here. Niggas be like, DJ, what are you doing? Be like, mind your business. This vote or die merchandise is bussin'. You hear me? I'm selling these shits for the pop. I'm selling so much of this vote merch that I can let niggas get 2 for 15. I'm letting the 2 for 15 go. They're like, let me get you. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm selling more vote merch than the Hodge twins. There's gonna be a image of me on the shirt with the caption, bitch, if you don't vote, bitch, if you don't vote. This shit gonna be right there in green letters. Respect to the guy this morning in Culpeper today. I saw a trailer with a mower and trimmers being pulled by a 2007 Acura TL. Man, some people gonna get it how they live, man. Some people gonna get it how they live. That won't fuck with them. Like, I'm pretty sure a 2007 Acura TL does not have a tow package. I'm pretty sure it did not have workable trailer lights. Unless he jerry-rigged some shit. But, you know, and you in it, man, go out and go get it. Get it, get it. People be out there towing like shit. People be towing, let me just, because people be towing, they think because their vehicle got the tow hitch that they could just hook up a trailer and drive the fuck off into the sunset. No electronics, no lights. You be behind them, don't know what direction they going. Like, yo, son, the meaning of tow package means that the electronics from the trailer connects to your vehicle. Usually it's at the bumper if you got a bumper pull, right? So once you do that, when you tap that brake pedal, them back lights, them bitches is going bright red. When you hit that left turn signal light on the left hand side of your trailer, that bitch blink, 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 blink. Yeah, that's tow package, man. Not that I'm being an Eileen about the situation, but it's kind of unsafe. I am being an Eileen right now. That is something an Eileen would say. People be pulling trailers with a fucking Prius. You like, yo, just cause your shit can pull the shit, it's more to towing than just having the hookup for the trailer. The bitch ain't got a light. Like, you pulling anything over 8 feet, man, shit, yeah, man, them boys might fuck with you. That's all I'm saying. Them boys might fuck with you. Stop being mad. I ain't even being mad. I don't even register my trailers. I ain't mad about shit. All I'm saying is Judge Billows, these are jokes. Get off my dick. Cause I know Judge Billows in here. Let me stop picking on that. I don't even know if he's still around. Hey, he might be long gone. I don't know. He was wrong and can't admit it to me, so he blocked me. Man, he said Watachi said he fucked with you the other day though. Like, I don't need like that's as close to an apology as you gonna get, old darn. Man, his exact words were, "I love you, old darn." Go ahead, let that shit go, old darn. I don't even know y'all, man. Old darn, just go ahead, let it go, man. Like Watachi fuck with you for real. He be in here. That's what Watachi do. He, he ain't even really, he Watachi. Like, he Watachi'd out. Let this shit go, man. Let it, man, go ahead, let it slide, man. Man, y'all good. No, not you, Watachi be mad. Oh, okay. Y'all jumping on Watachi now, man. I ain't with that. Man, leave Watachi. Nope, he called me a liar, but let it go when he said sorry like a man. He did. He said, man, oh darn, he was in here. He said when I said I'm ending the stream on the other live stream, go back and look. He was like, all right, love you, old darn. Love you, guy. Man, he fuck with you, man. Hey, man, he just, oh, man, he fuck with you, though. He ain't got to keep, old darn, you don't have to keep things going. You do know that, right? You do know that, right? I'm telling you some real shit. That's all I'm saying. Some things can be let go for the greater good of our cult. If for no other reason than that. I can't just have two bickering cult members a part of my cult. Y'all gotta cut that shit out. Y'all gotta come together some. Y'all gotta settle this the old-fashioned way with a bake-off. See who can bake the best baked goods. Nigga, just the best blueberry pie wins. What do you think Kel Mitchell is up to? Man, shout out to him. I don't even know who that is. LOL Comedy Hour. Shit, man, I'm about to get the hell up out of here. Y'all think I'm playing? These Virginia mosquitoes ain't playing with me. Like, I just got snatched up by one mosquito. I was like, get over here! Had my ass in a chokehold. Y'all ain't just see the shit? Had one mosquito, he just had me in a full nails. You just need to use a bit of Irish Spring. Man, they be trying to bite my eyeball right now. Look at them. I'm about to show y'all Moo Moo and get up out of here. They be trying to bite my eyeball. I'm about to go over here in the sun. Maybe this nigga won't like the sun. This shit real personal. Like he know I killed his cousins and shit. Excuse me. All right, what y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about? Let's talk about something spicy too, like race mixing or fucking immigration or pornography or something like that. Like, let's talk about something. Like, we're not in fucking elementary school. Like, we're adults here. What up, Hurricane Sheena? Yo, is Matt Mosher in here? So Matt Mosher, you just not gonna show up? Who the fuck is Matt Mosher? He is so banned. He's banned for this. Talk about the movie Good Burger. Talk about like Ukraine. The Dutch. What about the Dutch? Shout out to the Dutch. The Dutch are responsible for Gouda, cheese, or pronounced in the out there is Gouda. Yeah, shout out to the Dutch. Yeah, y'all love that Gouda. Did y'all see a new music video by Anomaly? Now we talking. Nah, I haven't seen it. Pronounced Gouda. Yes, Gouda cheese is pronounced Gouda. It's Gouda cheese. Gouda. Gouda. You've been saying it wrong your whole life. I was kind of randomly looking into the origin of cheese, which led me down the rabbit hole of milk and how a lot of propaganda was used to get you to drink milk, which led me to a fucking thing about how Asia is like 80% lactose intolerant, and how a long time ago we couldn't really digest milk after like 6 because we didn't have the enzymes for it, so we took it from the cow, the culture and shit. It was called rennet. People put that rennet in there, that shit, which led me down a rabbit hole of how cheese was kind of made on accident in the Middle East, where it came from, which then led me to another rabbit hole where it led to like how certain people had to evolve kinda in order to drink milk, like especially cow's milk, goat milk, woo 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 woo, which then led me down a rabbit hole of how the whole government cheese program got started, because apparently the government had like 6 million tons of cheese in a Canadian cave some fucking where, and they was like, yo, we don't have a market for it. So then who was it? Nixon? No. Reagan? Possibly. One of them niggas, they sounded free cheese. It was like they just gave it away to Americans for free. How cheese helped in a lot of wars because of how you could store it. How the Dutch are known for cheese. Like Europe kind of just co-opted this shit. Like Europe, once they got a taste of cheese, Europe was hooked. They found ways to make it better. We love cheese! But yeah, they had a lot of milk. Like I was led down a rabbit hole on how the government was working with big dairy. Real shit. Um, Brainwashing you into drinking milk. Um, I know raw milk a big thing right now though. But yeah, it was like, oh, niggas got to drink milk because they were making milk for like the war. But you know, in the 20s and 30s, like the government was putting pressure on dairy farmers to produce so much milk for the wars, and they could send it out there. They powdered it. They did all these things with milk, and then they just after the wars they had a surplus of milk, and they was like, so they started running advertisements. One of the propaganda campaigns they did to get you to drink milk, like talking about it, was they showed a picture of a rat who didn't drink milk and a rat who did drink milk, and this was like official shit. Like this shit was in. They were working with the big dairy was working with the Department of Agriculture, and it was like, yeah, you need to drink a quart of milk a day or some shit like that. Like that shit was real high. People was like, it was like, oh, you need more milk. Milk is still a big thing though. Milk will make you fat. Raw milk, pasteurized milk, I don't give a fuck. That shit will fatten you up. You really can't expect to lose weight and drink a shit ton of milk, raw or otherwise. It just has there's certain things in milk is just you will, but you're gonna get big, you know? It's what it is. So man, what's up, man? What's up with y'all? Milk will make them boys grow. That's a lie told to you by the government. Real shit. That's why I was on the food chart and all that other shit. They were working with big farms. Real shit. Like your government lied to you again. Like why you kept seeing it on the commercials? Why you kept seeing all the propaganda? You seen Michael Jordan with the milk mustache. All your favorite celebrities in the 90s, especially me, I remember. They had the milk mustache with the got milk. Yeah, the government brought you that. To get you to drink milk because they had so much of it. It was like, where there's no market, we got to create a market. Like there was a relationship between marketers, dairy farmers, the government to get you to drink more milk. And they use deceptive methods to do it. Man, go look this shit up. Not that I'm trying to get y'all to stop drinking milk, but shit crazy. Cold in here and bugs are horrible. Matter of fact, Big Dairy is working with Taco Bell for their triple cheese quesadilla. That shit, you see the newsletter, they just worried about sales. It was like, hell yeah, fuck Americans. Nigga, if you could just put an ounce more cheese into one of these little scrumptious delights, nigga, we can make $250 more million doing this. Niggas was like, what? But yeah, historically, even before that, like you had a lot of Africans drink milk. The Africans that were living a nomadic lifestyle, going up through the Middle East. Then it got real popular in Europe as far as drinking milk and consuming milk. I don't know why they said, I never heard that statistic about Asia being mostly lactose intolerant. Like they don't drink milk. I've heard other people say that about Africans though, but that's just not true. And then Middle Eastern people love fucking milk. Like those people in the Sahara Desert region, like they survived off that shit. Yo, the world crazy. Man, this shit crazy. Man, that shit crazy. I got one more question. Don't delete this video, BG. I want to see the drama between the two old queens in the chat. Funny how we'd all freak out by drinking human milk and pints. Shout out the milk. Lasers. What about trans milk? Playing ball, trade. BG talking about the hen. Man, I ain't talking about nothing. I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm just sitting here trying to start a cult, and you niggas is arguing in the back while I'm trying to make land deals on this land grab shit. I'm sitting up here trying to get land before Bill Gates, the Mormon Church, and Owen Benjamin snatch it all up, and you niggas back here arguing. You back there bitch arguing all the time. Can't get shit accomplished. Niggas be like, damn, niggas done already bought up all the land. What the fuck else is there for us to buy when we do come into money? They be like, shit, non-arable land in a mountainous region. Be like, fuck. Niggas just gonna have to be ranchers by default. Nothing but cattle, cause you damn sure ain't growing nothing up there. That soil is fucked. Be like, oh fuck. I got two more questions. There's a ton of land in Canada, nothing for sale. Hell no. Shit. I mean, damn, just imagine being born into a country and previous generations bought all the land already. And those generations left that land to their children. And you can't get shit. You stuck like Chuck. I don't know why that's an example I threw out. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just saying, like, this shit crazy where it's like you couldn't even imagine not even being able to get land in Missouri. Just think of like not even being able to get like 10 fucking acres. Everything's all bought the fuck up. Like if people really bought shit and held on to it. Or corporations really was just on some yank. The answer is growing our own watermelon patch. In today's world, all that matters is Amazon, FedEx, UPS delivers to your property. Damn right. Shout out to UPS, FedEx, Amazon. They are heroes. Yeah, I don't care what nobody say. Man, I like the delivery drivers. I like that. Did it make people lazy? Yeah, that's what all parents want for their kids. Like, how do you reconcile this shit? That's why I be asking real questions no one has answers to. You as a parent, you work hard so your kids don't have to work as hard. Don't you want to provide for your kids? Don't you want to at least make a little bit of money so you can leave your kids something? Don't you want their life to be easier? Don't you want to look out for the next generation? Don't you have that maternal instinct? Don't you have that paternal instinct? So what's wrong with the next generation being easier and more convenient so they don't have to work as hard as you had to work? Because you remember how hard you had to work. It's just like you got parents out here today, they don't discipline their kids because they remember getting disciplined when they were kids. So they don't spank their kids. It's the same concept. This shit generational. So yeah, somebody gonna come up with another idea to make life a little bit easier. Grubhub, Postmates, they gonna deliver your food to your fucking door. I mean, where do people draw the line with convenience? Like we just automatically assume convenience is a bad thing. But then you don't want to live how your forefathers lived, dealing with dyspepsia and all other types of weird shit. But you mock the advances. But then when you get into arguments with certain groups, you use those same advancements that your forefathers made to bolster yourself over another group. Where the fuck does it stop? And where does it begin? Will it ever be enough? Or will people just always be on some, we need to go back to how it was in year one? Like, real shit. Like, I do this shit too, that's why I'm asking. Like, I do this shit like, more traditional. What defines traditional? Because before that, tradition was your tradition. For later generations to be considered traditional, you had a different tradition. At what point in history do you pick from your forefathers and be like, my tradition starts here? Damn, does anybody know? This is why I say I love people, because we just be people and shit. It's never enough for us. We always want to make things so easier for our kids, then when shit gets easier, we have a problem with it. It's as if We want our kids to work as hard as we had to work. It's as if we want to make money and not leave it to our kids so they can understand how to work, because that seems to be the only solution. Don't leave your kids shit. Nah, when you die, that's it. Yeah, send your wealth somewhere else. Send it overseas. Send it to another nation. Build a pet cemetery with it. Nah, don't leave it to your kids. Nah, they gotta work. That's the only solution. If you want tough time mentality to persist. If not, that nigga, technological advancement. Shit gonna be a lot easier. More women in the workspace. Like, you can't reconcile the differences. Like, you can't, people, like, we just arguing for temporary things and situations. They won't even exist 100 years from now. Can anybody snap outside their body and look at the whole board? You know, when you're playing chess, you don't just focus on your pieces. If you did that, you would lose. People today are focusing on their pieces and their pieces alone. Look at the whole fucking board. Look at how the opponent moving. Niggas don't even know how they niggas is just moving pawns. They just shit. Oh, fuck what he doing. Niggas, I'm like, yo, son, look at it. He's setting you up, son. I'm leaving something for my kids. Like, yo, son. Then 10 years later, kids are so soft. Yeah, because you left them everything, son. The fuck did you think? I thought that was the point. Now you don't want your kids out there woo 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 with the ooh wop like how you did, walking through blizzards and shit with no shoes on. Hey, people are tripped. Like, you look at some of these arguments people be having. Maybe some fickle is oh darn. Shit, I'm talking about oh darn, aka best friend. Talking about some real shit. Talking about some real shit right now. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all just want some woo woo. Nah, just like the other day I was talking about migration. Like, you got all these countries, especially in Europe, they want their population to return. The young men said, fuck the homeland. And Americans are like, ooh, woo, woo. I'm like, America did the same shit. Them niggas came from England. They were English stock. They put up a big middle finger to their heritage, their homeland, England, and decided to come out here and be Americans. Americans, you got Englishmen that put the middle finger up to the English culture, language, heritage, food, history, all the fights they had with the Celtic people and taking over their land when they came from Germany. Yeah, English people said, man, fuck all that. Yeah, we want to start some new shit. We want to be our own men. We don't want to have to answer to a crown. We don't want to have to pay taxes to the mainland. We feel like we not even be represented out here in the colonies. Woo woo woo. So that was like almost like an act of migration, kind of. But they just migrated away from heritage and culture and tradition to start a new tradition. A whole new tradition that they call Americans, which is retarded because it's named after a fucking Italian immigrant. Not even an Italian immigrant, but just an Italian who was working on behalf of the Spaniards. Two people that the English weren't really fond of. And then when it come to the Italians, you had English people in America look down on Italians when their country is named after an Italian. Amerigo Vespucci, a fucking Italian. Make that make sense, man. They just gave it the Latinized form. Instead of Amerigo, it's America. They Latinized the shit. Got a whole fucking country named after a fucking Italian. What better way to throw up the middle finger to your English heritage and culture and tradition and norms in the land of your ancestors than to name the new land that you beat your fellow countrymen back from after a fucking Italian? That shit's stupid, right? So now you got all these people. They like, nah, we need our young people to come back home. And the young people are like, fuck home. And people are mad at it. When that's what those people historically did. They did that historically. Y'all doing it now. You doing it now on a small scale. How many generations have you people been in California? Okay, where did you niggas just move to? Exactly. Yeah, you said, fuck California, I'm going out here. Why? Because shit got bad in California. You feel like you can make a better life for yourself somewhere in Texas, somewhere else. You basically did the same thing. It's just within the same fucking country. With the dumbass name when you really think about it and what the English stood for. So how you gonna call the young people back to Europe? It's like Europe is fading away. And you can't be mad at it because your fathers left. It's like your forefathers left Europe. They said, fuck Europe. They said, fuck Europe. And then I also think about it when I look at the map, which I've been doing a lot of. Who the fuck decided Europe would be a continent? Have you ever fucking wondered? Yo, pull up Europe on the map right now. Go look at that shit. Then come back here. Why in the fuck is that a continent? When that shit is connected, you got Russia, which is connected to Asia, which is still connected to the Middle East, which still connects to Africa. Which one of you niggas drew an imaginary line and said, this will all be a country called Europe? Who did that? Who drew the border there? That's an imaginary line if I'd ever seen one. Who did that? You got entire populations that have been displaced throughout history. It's like the earth is constantly trying to tell us we're pilgrims here on this earth. Like the shit really, it belonged to us, but it doesn't belong to us at the same fucking time. But we argue over crumbs and corners that we'll never truly own because we die. We die and leave it to somebody else who then sells it off. Even Esau did away with his inheritance. How much more your kids and daughters? And we just sitting here arguing for some temporary shit when we about to die. Yo, we about to die, son. And we still sitting here woo woo woo. Nations change faces. Ain't nothing. There's never been anybody in history that could do something about that. It's always out with the old and in with the new. People always hopping on the next thing. It's the next thing. They look for it. That drives people. Why you think the Scandinavians took to the sea in ships and came upon England in the first fucking place? Niggas always looking for something better. So of course they not gonna want to stay in their homeland if they feel like, man, there's something else better out there. When you seen that Viking show, the chieftain said we gonna sail. He said we gonna sail east. Ragnar Lothbrok, he was like, why sail east when we can sail west? Niggas was like, oh, oh. That nigga got with Rollo and was like, yeah, I'm just like trying to sail. He had the little sundial and everything. He was like, yo. He was like, yeah, I'm not saying fuck Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, but fuck Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, nigga. There's something else out there, son. Man, just saying, like, the UK can be considered its own continent because that shit like an island for real. That shit not even attached to Europe, nor is Greenland or Iceland, one of them fucking things. But Europe, and that shit just, somebody just scribbled the lines on that bitch. It was like, this is Europe. I'm like, yo, fam. Like, who decided that that's what that was? The Visigoths didn't. The Gauls didn't. It's basically the Celtic people that weren't in Ireland and Britain, Britannia. Them niggas didn't. You had the Turkish people, they were right there. They were on one. A lot of the Iranians, they went to India. I mean, like, who? Like, who really gonna stop you gonna stop your little sons from leaving when you left? You just be like, nah, right here, this is where we root. When shit get crowded, you gonna stop. Spain is dang close, man. Spain, let me tell you something. Go pull up a map of Spain and Africa. Look at the Iberian Peninsula. Look at Iberia. And then come back here. Spain is closer to Africa than Owen Benjamin's belly was to Bobby Lee in that one picture he took. I bullshit you not. They are touching. They are basically doing the Owen sign. They just, them bitches right here, you hear me? Them bitches right there. You could basically throw a skittle from Africa into Spain. Or you could take the long way around and go through the Middle East. Go from Egypt to up through Canaan, or Palestine is called now, Israel, and go up through Turkmenistan and all that other weird shit. Hit Armenia, then go through Greece, then Italy, then you out there, you doing this shit. Boom, you there. Nigga, you don't even need a boat. Australia can be considered its own little continent. Like, as far as continent, like landmass, like that shit just its own separate thing. This shit just don't make sense. It does not make sense. You look at Spain and the tip of Africa on the map, it's basically intercourse. Man, they're gonna show you, you'll see the Mediterranean Sea and all that shit. You be like, damn, this is a good region. The Americas can be considered their own continent. You got Canada, North America, Central America, South America. That shit is not attached to Europe, the Eurasia, Africa ordeal. It's like its own little separate shit. You know? Hey, we fight for some shit that's temporary, and we die thinking that shit gonna still exist in the future, and that shit not. Look at so much shit. Look at all the wars that were fought. It's like, look at where people really got with them. Nowhere, back to square one. I'm not even on no John Lennon shit or whoever the fuck the nigga name was. No more wars. I'm just on some shit like damn, we get so crabby about this shit that it's not even going to exist. Like, we arguing over borders that's not even going to exist 100 years from now. Somebody going to draw up a new border, and it's going to be imaginary as fuck. It ain't even going to be a wall there or nothing. It's just going to be like, Niggas just gonna draw up a border like how North America did with Russia concerning Korea. Yeah, North America did that. Russia did that. North Korea, they had ties with the Soviets. America tried to install a little puppet, little homie at South Korea and shit. They had two different woo woo woo. Niggas was trying to tell Japan to go ahead and chill. So they met up and they drew a line through the bitch and was like, huh. Later on that line, that shit was the dividing border between North Korea and South Korea. When people who aren't from there got involved with the politics about that. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit just... And then you got countries out there who are losing their population. They're like, come home. And I think about it and I'm like, these little niggas out here saying fuck home. People don't feel sentimental attachment to a land that they don't own. They feel attachment to their families. And a lot of young men are out here trying to go places, get careers and jobs that support their families. If I can go over there and make my family's life easier, then I'm going over there. I'm leaving home. I'm leaving Ireland. I can't, because it's a better opportunity over there. Me as an Irish, I don't feel a connection to this land. Because this shit temporary. I'm leaving Lithuania. I'm leaving Moldova. Moldova mad as shit right now. Belarus mad as shit right now. France mad, Italy mad as shit right now, Holmes. They like, where all the little homies at? Gone. Fuck you mean? Yeah, it's only tourists coming through there now. And immigrants. Yeah, but the little homies, man, they like, nah, nigga, I can make a way out here and they following the jobs. They gonna go where the jobs are. Cause they not tied to the land. Fuck that country. It's all about their family. Once you stop being a boy and become a man, unless you just wanna mate with a landmass, nah, nigga, I gotta look out for my kids. I got a wife. And that job over there is paying a lot more. So I'm leaving the country. And before long, populations get old, they stay, and then they just need to bring in new shit, like new people. It's like everyone's upset with where they are. But then everybody does migrate somewhere and then talks about immigration. They like, they're coming here. Like, yeah, nigga, how you went to Florida? You just moved in on the Floridians. Florida think they're their own little separate nation. Yeah, their own little nation, nigga. And here you come from fucking Dakota, where you feel like the jobs are drying up, but you got a family to feed. So you just moved to Florida. So you can get a job at Orlando Studios or some dumb shit like that. Nah, nigga, you. Y'all got two totally different cultures. Niggas moving to Georgia. I'm so sick of niggas moving to Georgia. Like, you really can't. BG has two different cultures in his own house. We the same culture. Now, some real, like, people say that stupid shit, but it's really the same culture. It's American. America has this unique blend of cultureness in different parts. It's like this different in different parts of America, but it's the fucking same. Same music, same language, same faith, same practices, same eating habits. I call that the same culture. Matter of fact, you can't get no closer than that. How is that? How is having all of that similar being a part of a different culture and in the same country? Not the same country, but the same state. How the fuck is that a different culture? They really did Yoshi Pop mad because he still, man, we all still, y'all, man, oh darn, he, can, Faith, can you mediate these two, please? Where, is Faith in here? Or is she at the rally? She at the women's equality rally in Belarus right now with the pink hat on her head. Faith, can you mediate oh darn and Watachi, please? That's, the new culture is a car shield culture. It, McDonald's is a culture. That's what the El Salvadorian said. When I asked him what he thought America was like, he was like McDonald's everywhere. Like some of these places, you ask them, what do you think of American cuisine? Because American cuisine doesn't exist. America just takes other traditional dishes and makes them better. Like I believe, like, fuck Mexico. The best taco you can get is in America. I bullshit you not. The best brie cheese you can eat is in America. The best Gouda is in America. The best yogurt is in America, not Greece. The best everything is here. The best hamburgers and hot dogs are here, not Germany. The best French fries are here, not France. The best hors d'oeuvres are here, not Italy. America just takes different shit and just makes it better. There's some American shit to do. Everything has already been done. So what do you do as a brand new country trying to develop your own culture when everything else has already been done? You just make the shit that already exists a whole lot better. You just take shit from different places and do this and make this shit, just reform this shit, son. I don't know. I don't know. America's a baby. How the baby become a superpower? Look where the fuck it is. There is no better place to be than America, specifically North America, in an alien invasion type scenario. America is the best continent. I'm talking about all of it. America is just so much better, geographically speaking, than Africa, Asia, and Europe. Everything out here, all the climate, everything, son. Talking about shit get popped is easier to defend. Then we had you know what made America great? I'm not talking about like that Donald Trump shit. You know what made America like, ooh, it was like, ooh. You know the Swedes were here before the Dutch in the area called New York, right? The Swedes got into it with the Dutch. The Dutch beat the Swedes back with Gouda cheese. You hear me? The Dutch played no fucking games with the Swedes. The Swedes were all like, we're from Scandinavia. And the Dutch were like, we don't give a fuck where you from. Nigga, this shit belonged to us. Whole time it didn't belong to neither one of them niggas. But yeah, the Swedes were here first. You know what the Swedes said? They was like, ooh, this soil. So people always on the lookout for something better than what's at home. So after the Dutch beat them back, and the Swedes went home with their tail tucked between their legs, the Dutch then made a deal with the Native Americans. The Lenape tribe, to be more specific. The Dutch purchased Manhattan. The Dutch basically from Delaware all the way the fuck on up. And then the English came along, and the Netherlands, they was out here. They called it New Netherland. They called it New Amsterdam. Uh, Staten Island, New York was like one of the biggest Dutch. That was one of the best things the Dutch ever did, just establish a trading post. They weren't even into starting a whole new colony and trying to make this a new situation. They was just like, yo, this Amsterdam, America, where this shit is strategically placed, is the shit concerning trade. That's why I'm telling you, like this shit, like America is where it's at. Like people like the government, man, fuck the government, fuck all that shit. I'm just talking about from being a world superpower. Like there's no way you could fail in a land like this when you on that type of time, when you on that mentality. Then to the Mississippi River right there, and it just branches out. You could flow goods down the Mississippi River, and it's not like you white water rafting or something like that. Shit straight smooth sailing. Then once America acquired the middle America, Louisiana, Missouri, parts of Idaho and Iowa and Illinois, going all up into Canada. Once America, well, except for Canada, once America bought that part from France, shit, man, it was on and popping. This shit, America, man, you can't beat it. Ain't no place, and man, there's no other place in the world I would rather be. The second place would be Togo in Africa. You can't just say Africa, you gotta be specific. Togo, it's a whole lot of natural resources and you don't gotta work too hard to get to it. And when you want that type of time, you can make your environment work for you. Shout out to the Mali Empire. Shout out to Queen Amina. She did her thing. She was Muslim though, but shout out to Queen Amina. Queen Amina was queen in a time where Africa didn't play that queen shit for real. Like they was like, yeah, Queen Amina got shit popping. But I'm just saying though, like just generally speaking, like you just like just certain places. Where the fuck was I going with this? Oh, shout out to the Swedes too. I didn't mean no disrespect, but y'all lost a lot of wars. That's why I'm like, yo, when I asked the question, I was like, when the fuck did the Scandinavians become soft? Because when the United Nations ranks Scandinavia the happiest, Finland, Scandinavia. When the United Nations ranks places like Finland and Denmark and Norway and the happiest countries in the world, they're talking about compliance. When the fuck did these people become less rambunctious and more compliant? What happened? Diet? Coffee? Was it the coffee? I think I read somewhere that Scandinavia consumes more coffee than any other area in Europe. Like they love their coffee, especially in Finland. What the fuck happened to these niggas, man? Everybody's just, yeah, I love the government. Like what happened to the, I'm going there and then I'm declaring war? Like what happened to all that rah-rah shit that they used to be on? And like, damn, I really want to know what happened. COVID vaccines happen. We do it, man. People playing chess, but they only looking at their pieces. They not really looking at the board to notice what the person you're playing is doing. They just worried about this shit here. They can use, they just get a drone and pull out and look at the whole fucking picture. Just look at every, see all the shit. You gotta see all that shit, man. the shrooms pacified them. Man, they pacified like shit. I don't know how. I don't know if they gave them niggas them on them was some the sweet Scandinavia. Listen, all this happy and safest places in the world, and Denmark and Finland. Man, listen, that shit was a pipe dream in the year like 1,000 years ago. What happened to them niggas? What them niggas, that was the truth. We're not gonna take it. Them niggas went so fucking hard. Maybe they went too fucking hard. Maybe they went too fucking hard, and going so hard ended them just went in a circle and put them right back at being soft. What the fuck happened? From Vikings that raped, ravaged, and pillaged the coast of England to we're just so happy to oblige our government with all our tax money. They have the tax, just 40% of everything went out because of the government, and we're happy. And people's like, it's because they're white. And I'm like, no, that's not true, because that area been white for a long fucking time, nigga. I don't know that area for being anything else. But 1,000 years ago, they were with this shit. All that I'm white, he's white, we're a happy country. Man, that shit didn't, them niggas was with the shit. People think, nah, I talk about white people real quick. I don't even like saying white people, but I gotta say white people because that's all people know. People act like white people aren't violent. Real shit. And then when you do say white people violent, people automatically assume you coming from a modern BLM perspective. So it's like you can't really talk about it. But people be playing white people like they pussy or something. Like they didn't get shit popping. Like Scandinavia ain't, like Finland ain't get shit popping, son. Like a whole tribe of Scandinavians ain't just get on the waters and wind up in a place now called Russia. The Rus. Like the Rus Vikings weren't a thing. Like they just, like the native people there were like, take over for us, lead us. Like they act like they weren't catching by them niggas will body you for less than the shit going on up there now. Them niggas like France wasn't catching bodies. People play France like France pussy or something. Like they just all about eating chocolates and shit. And French fries and shit. Like France ain't get it popping on Germany when Germany was still called Saxland. And Charlemagne was like, nah, nigga, y'all gotta get down and lay down. Well, I seen one comment on some weird ass public nigga like, black people have a violent gene. I'm like, man, I hear you, but I'm like, nigga, no, I can't. I don't accept that. Yeah, I don't accept that. Because niggas are violent. I'm like, hey, how else do you explain America ending up with Puerto Rico? Nah, nigga, it's just some shit that's true, you know? Like, nah, people keep playing like white people play white people like white people are pussy or something. Like white people are just do-gooders and obey the law and just the blacks are so unruly and they just don't let the power. I'm like, man, hold on, like, hey, hold on, fam. Like somebody, like, oh shit, shit cracking. Everybody now just resorts back to their own little ideology they built up for themselves in a worldview that they painted for themselves because certain things are readily available. You know, we all love BG. Man, shit, I love BG. What's up? Is Matt Mosher in here? Matt Mosher, you in here? I've been on the loud. I've been paging you on the loudspeaker. I've been on the all call button all day trying to get you in here. You in here? Matt Mosher to the front. I love white people like JLP. I love white people too. I love white people because they my people. Real shit. I love niggas, they my people. But I love people because I'm not just looking at my own chess pieces. I'm looking at the whole fucking board. And we all people. Just separated by different circumstances that led to different things, doing different things, which led to certain situations that caused certain other things. But that's still people. Uh, it's just certain things get exacerbated because as people grow like children, children develop certain. You ever a child just come up with some wild shit and then they run with it, and you as an adult, you're like, yo, they just going through a little phase. Then they snap out of it. Yeah, people do the same shit, come up with little ideologies and shit. The shit don't pan out. Some of them stick around for a couple 100 years, then they fizzle out and something else like babies stumbling around in the dark, but we're still people. Not no fucking different. You know? It's not like there's a different fucking species or some shit. No, we people. Yeah, we people. It's just, people won't come up with anything that people want to be set apart from other people. Even though those people belong to the other people. It could be something as small as you have a kid, the kid grows up, makes a lot of money, moves away, and then points back at his upbringing and the people in the area he grew up like, fuck them, they broke. But it's like, you the same people. We come from the same place. Or it could be big is we start here, some people migrate over there, and then they point the finger back like, fuck them, they haven't done this, they haven't done that. But we still people. We still people. We're all people, man. Just, not even probably sound like a hippie, but this shit true. I know there's some people they're gonna be like, white people came from the Neanderthal DNA. Scientists say white people have Neanderthal DNA. They left Africa, went to Europe, where they mixed with a species called Neanderthal. Which is fucking stupid. That shit is like hard science. I was like, yeah, so, that shit like, yeah, on some science shit. And then you gonna have people, they gonna pull out, they're gonna, certain people gonna pull out the talk about the bell curve and whatnot. Be like, oh, the areas in sub-Saharan Africa are less intelligent, lower Q, and haven't evolved. Then you gonna have other people like that. Man, you still people. You just tripping over apples and mangoes, man. We still people. There's just certain people, they go on to do different things. Some people go a different way. Some people, they just stay here and they doing their damn thing. And you come back, you like, damn, you still here? You still doing the same shit? They be like, yeah, man, this is the ways of our people. Why would we change? I need some watermelon. Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna ship my watermelons out to a select few people once they pay me. The earth is approximately 6,000 years old. Man, I can't prove that shit neither. I know where you get that from, but I can't prove that shit. Some people, they was like, the earth gonna come back. It was like Jesus gonna come back. The earth is sick. The number of man gonna come back on the seventh for the day that represents the Sabbath. Come back because so the earth is no more than 6,000 years old, and we are in the year 599,955 on 55. The word of number five, and I'd be like, damn, I can't prove that because I didn't show us a lie to do the math. I ain't do the math on that shit. You just as bad as NASA with that shit. Just saying some shit with no. And then you got the other people, it's millions and bajillions and millions of years. They be like, yo, the earth. They be like, how old is the earth? They be like, nigga, the earth? They pull out a chair. Nigga, sit down. Let me tell you how old the earth is. Have you ever heard of a trillion? All right, well, there's something called a quintillion. You be like, damn, nigga, that's old. They be like, is it? You be like, how the fuck you know, nigga? No one can exist for a quintillion. Like, who counted this shit? Who quantified this? Who carbon dated this shit? Niggas, carbon dations is explicitly remarkable to come up with this number. They be like, nigga, that's what I'm saying. So, shit real. This shit quintillion and 6 quintillion. This shit is quiche. They be like, they don't even got a number for it. They be like, the earth? How old is the earth? Nigga, the earth is quiche. Shit old. Yeah. You be like, damn, I can't be, they be on that shit too. You be like, I can't verify none of that shit you niggas talking about. I don't know how old the fuck are. I don't know none of that shit. All I know is we people. We people like shit. Niggas can tell you the exact date that the meteorite struck the earth and killed all the dinosaurs. You're like, nigga, pull up a chair. That shit happened 2.5 quiches ago. It was a Thursday. Niggas will tell you it was a Thursday. July 21st. It was a Thursday. The niggas, the Gregorian calendar was around. They were like, nigga, I'm trying to tell you some real shit. Listen. Like, this the real shit. Shit, it was on a Thursday. Like, damn, dog. I don't even think they're teaching a comet killed the dinosaurs no more. I think they're teaching that a climate change killed the dinosaurs. They're like, damn, the climate change. I was like, yeah, I think they're updating it. Climate change definitely took out the dinosaurs. You know, gonna be dead. That's what they use. They like, yo, the world just gets destroyed, and then humanity pops up because climate change. You be like, damn, climate change happened with the dinosaurs, and the bovine flatulence took out all the dinosaurs. Then we as humans don't stand a fucking chance. So why are we even wasting time on trying to make the world a better place with carbon credits and all that other bullshit when we just gonna go the way of the dinosaurs anyway? Obviously you can't fucking stop it. Dinosaur farts caused that. You know how many people, moms is out here in these streets farting, cuz? Dinosaurs didn't have Taco Bell. Well, not near Nacho Grande. 2.5 quiches on a Thursday ago. This shit is exacerbating the issue. That's all I'm saying. Why waste time trying to make the world a better place when it's just gonna fucking fall apart anyway because too many moms are farting. Them coffee farts too. The empty stomach coffee farts. That shit is a threat to our democracy. Yeah, they like shit, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Hell no. They're like, yo, climate change gonna get us if we don't stop using the AC. Shit, tell the people who moved to South Africa from England that shit. AC blasting like shit. That shit feels a bit like home in here, wouldn't you agree? Oh, it is a bit breezy in here. You never lied. Like, damn, shit. Hey, you got AC on that motherfucker. Hell yeah, your curling iron is causing climate change. And y'all empty stomach coffee farts are causing climate change. I'd appreciate you not comparing the other. Man, we people like shit. Yo, any blunt smoke? No, they ain't even saying blunts. They just saying cow farts. They're saying cow farts, monitor lizard farts, and soccer mom empty stomach coffee farts are causing the most climate change. And they also said white people in South Africa blasting the AC at all times is also contributing to climate change. Real shit. It's real shit. Not even, it's true. According to them, this is what they said. That lady confused. Did Matt Marshall check in? Matt Marshall, are you in here? Matt is not here. Great. Wine mom farts. Ain't nothing like them coffee farts. You can't tell you, don't nothing compete with the empty stomach coffee fart. And I know this for a fact because my math teacher empty stomach coffee fart when I was in the 4th grade. That shit the worst. When you a kid, you remember when your teacher farted because that shit was not only funny, but it was creepy. And that shit stank. Would you want to tell Matt maybe he'll catch the replay? Nah, I just want to let him know that be on the lookout, man. That's on the way. Yeah, I put that in motion. I put that in motion for you yesterday, man. You'll see something shape tomorrow around this same time. And that's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm saying, man. That Matt fool is out gathering cedar wood. Man, I got him. I ain't just talking shit, man. I'm like, yo, I can't have people in my cult doing that. We don't use cedar wood to cook in this cult. Like, what type of shit is that, man? Fuck no. I'm the only cult leader to give back. I be giving back. Y'all notice that shit, right? Like, all the money flows to one nigga. Ain't that a bit? No one else it'll be one nigga in the whole cult. He just got money. I'm like, yo, how come we can't? Like, that's why I said I don't think the Owen Benjamin shit is a cult, like, in as much as it is a scam. But it's like you always notice the money flows to one person. Like this, it'll start off like, and we can get our own land, but then it goes to you and the shit in your name. And then it ain't like niggas can just show up, because then you become internet people. Or when you try to operate outside the parameters of the person whose land the name is in, then you get banned and shit. Like, you can't. It's like your opinions don't matter. It's like, how come we all don't come up? How come you don't get land? How come not fuck crowdfunding for me to get land? Let's do that, and then let's go get him land. Let's go get them land. Like, how you can't? It's like they have a prosperity gospel aspect about them without any practice in prosperity. Nah, all this shit just go to one nigga? You mean it's one nigga with two land masses? You know how many people in this cult? Nigga, we need to go on down the line. Nigga, you got your acreage. Nah, we gonna get him, we gonna hook him up. We gonna hook him up. We gonna hook him up next. Then we gonna crowdfund for him. And he gonna get some shit, son. Why the fuck, you think about it in terms of zombie apocalypse, why in the fuck would I want to have all my eggs in one basket with y'all all out here? How about we have a division over here, one at Alexandria, going all the way down North Carolina, Sacramento. That way we can set up trade routes. Different things grow better in different areas. Why the fuck all my cult members up under me? Nah, nigga, I need somebody to go over there and start something over there. He need land. He need land. You don't want to spread yourself too thin, but you don't just want to sit on top of everything neither. I learned that from watching Negan's downfall in The Walking Dead. Hey, y'all spread, y'all sitting on top of each other with this shit. Everything in your name, all the land belongs to you, son. That breeds contention. You know that, right? Nah, man, I know how to cope, man. I'm about to write a book on how to cope. How the fuck that shit didn't make sense? That shit breeds contention at a time where men feel like they're not getting jobs. There's no work. Their value in the family unit is being challenged because this nigga right here is overshadowing them. Or because the wife or the husband, either one, are giving their money to this one nigga. And it's like, damn, what are we really getting? Like a campground? Really, nigga? Like we got a local park. Why the fuck do we gotta donate to him for a fucking campground in a whole nother state? Then that's gonna become a point of contention. Niggas gonna be like, yo, but if coronavirus comes back, they're gonna shut down your park and you won't be able to camp, nigga. Man, fuck camping. I'll pitch a tent in the backyard if I want to do that shit and have everybody in our cult over at my house. We don't need land for that shit for real. Like, you had thought about this shit? Like, yo, we don't need a fucking campground. That's in your name. That we can't show up to at any given time. Like, what type of cult is this? Like, nah, break bread. Nah, man, break bread, dog. Nah, we breaking bread. Nah, we breaking bread. So for one, that's just too much for one person to maintain. Then you start wearing down and your shoulders start rounding off like how you see on Benjamin doing. Like, that's a lot on that little nigga plate right there, son. Nah, you got a high trust community. Go ahead and hook your homie up. Like, the homie needs some land too, son. Go ahead, hook the homie up. Where bullshit Machine Bear crowdfund shit at so he can get some land and get the fuck out the trailer park or wherever the fuck he at. Nah, nigga, like we like, nah, son, this shit don't make no fucking sense. It just keep going to one nigga. Why the fuck is this a community with the spotlight on that nigga? That means this isn't a fucking community. This is just about that nigga. How the fuck, if you give somebody everything and they the ones with it, then there's no one in that community for that person to do business with or trade with. That means you have to do business with him, and that takes away from you doing business amongst each other. And doing business amongst each other builds up the community, because it is a community, aka cult. But people like the term community a lot better. It's more palatable. So as a community, I'm getting my hustle online. You gotta get a hustle. Where your hustle? Man, we jump starting shit, nigga. You getting this. You gonna get this. You gonna get XYZ. You over there, we gonna have a lot, and that nigga shit gonna be lots up. We gonna divvy shit up like Abraham and his nephew Lot did. We gonna be like, yeah, I can't have everybody sitting up on there. You go down there, I may need something down that bit right there. Yeah, we trying to take over. How the fuck we taking over? You give me everything. Shit crazy. I'm gonna write a book on this. Y'all buy my book when it come out. And look at my watermelon. My watermelon patch gonna be on the front. It's gonna be called "Look at This Watermelon." On in 20 years, we'll have more land. BG will just have another skid steer. I don't really want land. I want to see people make it. I want to see people do better. I don't even really want nothing back. I don't do this for land. No, I want to see. Now I'm talking about me as a cult leader. I know in order for me to make it, y'all have to make it too. So if I'm not, y'all giving me y'all money and I'm getting land, that shit, nigga, at any given time, the police can step in with some bullshit. Not only does that weaken the community, but the strength of the community is at one pillar. If you ever built a fucking house before, you know why that's a fucking mistake. Now I gotta make sure you guys, you straight too. I don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of broke people. It could look like all I got in 20 years is another skid steer. But the homie over there that's in my cult gonna have a construction company. Him over there, he got land, he farming like shit. So somebody could look at me and be like, oh, he ain't hitting on that, he ain't no cult leader, woo. Nah, that's cause that shit with the posse. That shit with the set. Then too, with that, the feds ain't gonna watch as hard. Nah, nigga, that shit spread the fuck out. That mean they can hit me, or I can be taken out the picture and my cult still survive. So yeah, in 20 years, I'm just gonna have another skid steer. Yeah. How do people not see this? No, the goal is for my cult to transcend me. This shit gonna be a lot better. Oh, I ain't know if that made sense. I just put that together. Yo, I got one more question. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. This mosquito bit my throat. That shit it caught me off guard. We will not go without a leader. Man, I learned that from history, man. You take out the leader, you take out everything. That shit can't happen. You can learn that just by looking at what happened with Larry Hoover and the Gangster Disciples. That's because one nigga had all the fucking power. That's wrong. You don't do that. You spread this shit out. But some people scared to do that because they're gonna lose control. But now I feel like more people will respect you for doing that. You a real one. Then too, you can still lead because your lead is not based on perceived power or money. It's based on the qualities of you actually being a man and worthy to lead. So people with land and resources and money are gonna naturally want you to lead even though you don't have money like that. So when you get clipped at taking out the picture, the shit you started is still thriving. Huh? It can't just be donate to me. What if I'm not here to get the fucking donations? I understand. You gotta think. Everybody eats, B. Everybody eats, B. What movie was that in? Paid in Full? Yeah, man, you gotta have it on. Paid in Full. We paid in full. I respect you less if you use mayonnaise for your fries. I respect you I respect you less if you put raisins in your tuna noodle casserole. I'm joking about the cult thing. I don't know the first thing about being a cult leader. People gonna watch it, cause then when I do get cult leader, people gonna play that. See, he even said it right there. People like, hell yeah, that's why I signed up. I, that's why I signed up. I got one more serious question. Yeah, I'm deleting this stream. I'm getting bit. That's how much I care about. I'm willing to stand out here and get bit up. I respect you less if you put blood of Passover, blood of children in your Passover. Chris Waters, Faye, can you get Chris Waters the yogurt? This is watching something on the Jews. Let me get. You just finished watching that Oprah broadcast where she had the Jewish girl on talking about what her family was up to. That shit was anti-Semitic, wasn't it? Hell yeah, my cult. I'm gonna get all my cult members money to start a business. And if you can't start a business, you out. That prevents the gamma high. Niggas gonna pull up. You ain't reporters pull up on the ex cult members like, and what can you tell about the cult? You be like, man, hell yeah, man, fuck that nigga DG, dog. Well, what happened? Man, he gave me some money, but I kind of fumbled the bag. You gonna have to take personal accountability for this. Yeah. Nah, he set me straight. Yeah, I kind of, I fumbled the bag a little bit, maybe a little. Yeah. I can't really say nothing bad about him except for fuck him. I don't like him, but he a good dude though. But fuck him, because I made mistakes with the. Yeah. Hey, man, let me start talking like this, man. I need to drink my orange juice. I need some milk. Yeah. What is your favorite passage in the Bible? I don't even have one, man. It's a lot of wisdom in the Bible. Shout out to Deborah. Yeah, shout out to Deborah. Um, Deborah was a judge in the book of Judges. You read about Deborah. And Shawty went in. Like she went hard. And the judge doesn't mean like judiciary duties, courtroom. That's not what judge means. Judge is like commander type shit. Yeah, when the Israelites was they got it cracking on the Canaanites and shit, and Deborah was all on some. Well, it was certain tribes and shit he had to go through. Well, Deborah got shit cracking. Yeah, I mean I ain't I ain't want to tell you. Yeah, shout out to Nicodemus and them. I got one more question. Somebody need to make that a novel. Somebody need to make that a movie. The Book of Judges with Deborah. Why the fuck is there no movie on that? Hey, y'all tripping, nigga. I need to show these niggas. I'm at M. Night Shyamalan top. I need to show him how to make a movie. I need to like biblical movie like this shit. This shit get popping. People like, oh, the Bible. I'm like, nah, this shit, you don't want to see this shit. This shit in Judges. This shit that's in the Book of Judges. Ah, nigga. If y'all like the show The Last Kingdom, if y'all like that Viking series, if y'all watch Britannia, and y'all gonna love that shit, man. I'm gonna watch when I make this shit a movie. The Samson movie, they already got a Samson movie and they fucking failed. They failed so hard. I didn't even watch it. I seen the trailer. That Samson movie was, that shit was chitlin juice. You hear me? That Samson movie was chitlin juice. That shit was dog fart. You inspire me, young man. I'm going to read Judges today. Hey, read the Book of Judges. Judges 1, Judges 2. You read about Deborah. It reads boring because of the language, the old English. Like if you're reading the old English, and a lot of people don't want to like deviate from like the King James or whatever version because you feel like it's a lot missing and it's a lot being taken out of. Even though you can use a Strong's Concordance or the Hebrew and Greek lexicon to try to fill in the pieces and get an accurate measure on what certain words that they used in the Bible, what they mean, and you can look them up in the original languages with the Strong's Concordance or the Hebrew and Greek lexicon. You can kind of figure you have a better chance of figuring. But sometimes it's just read. That's why I want to make a movie. And only I can write the movie the way I see the movie on how it's written. I tell you, like people be reading about it, they fall asleep. I've read it like it was a movie. Like this shit was a movie. It be playing my shit right here. I ain't feel like I was reading about it. I feel like I was watching it. Real shit. So I think like damn, why? Like wartime shit. Like when this shit, man, they went to war. That shit was tough money. All this woo woo gaga and all that, man. Nah, niggas had to rumble. Now people just like, oh, the Hebrews, Abraham left Babylon and went to the land of Canaan and was given the land, and he wasn't given shit. They had to fight for that. They had to earn that shit. I'm out. Damn it. Okay, I'm not out. Now I gotta trace. What the fuck is my S Pen? I can't hit the button Oh, did I hit the button? Okay, I hit the button. See, I can't hit. Okay. Yes. I need the S Pen. My screen's so damn cracked. Where the fuck did the pen go? Oh, here it is. Oh, thank goodness. All right, let me see. How much time we got? All right. All right, where is that? Okay, flipped it forward. All right, before I leave, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all Moo Moo. Moo Moo is the biggest watermelon I have right now. I don't know how good y'all gonna be able to see this, but Tamagotchi right there. Tamagotchi right there doing what Tamagotchi do. Whole bunch of little babies. It's the main pet. You see the baby right there. See the other? We got baby right there. So I see they just popping up all over the place. You see another baby right there. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another baby right there. Just all in here. Look at that. Another baby. Another baby. 2 babies. You go 2 babies right there. That's a sugar baby. Then we got Woo Woo Woo. We got another little baby. Got another little oblong baby right there. Baby oblong. And here's Moo Moo. Look at him. Look. See how big he is? Look at him. How you doing, Moo Moo? You want the sun? You just soaking up the sun? Yes, you are. You're just a big watermelon. You're a big baby. That's why I call you Moo Moo. Come here, Moo Moo. You know, he's shy right now, but that's Moo Moo. Yeah, see him? He beautiful. Look at him. Yeah, that's Moo Moo right there. That is the biggest watermelon I have. This is my auxiliary patch, aka backup patch, and it is just booming. It's just teeming with life. Like I'm not even going. Like just this whole patch in general. I mean, it's just doing. I think it's doing better than the main patch. Look at him. Check him out. Look at him. Look at little baby right there. Look at little baby. Little baby right there trying to hide. I see you. I see. Look at, we got 3 babies. They're so baby you can't see them. They right there. Then we got he hidden. Look at him. Hidden baby right there. They just all over the place. And that patch is growing a lot faster than this one. So, oh, look at my tomato. Oh, damn, that tomato plant fell over. But of course, you know, I don't even give a fuck about this side. This ain't nothing, you know. Just a little garden. Yeah, but my watermelon patch, shit. Look at the little baby. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. I didn't even see you there. What are you doing? What are you doing there? What are you doing? All right, I'm gonna put you down because you don't like that. Y'all heard it started growling at me. All right.